Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss direct and inverse proportion. Exercise 13.1, question number 6. What has been question number 6? Let's see. You can see on your screen. This is question number 6. In an model of ship, the mast is 9 centimeter high, while the mast of actual ship is 12 meter high. If the length of ship is 28 meter, it means that the mast of length is 28 meter. Mast of the ship of the length is 28 meter. How long is the model ship? Okay. So here you can see model ship. Mast of model ship is 9 centimeter high. Then the actual ship is 12 meter high. And here the given the length of ship is 28 meter high. Then what is the length of model ship? Okay. So here you can see this is the case of direct variation, a direct proportion. What is direct proportions? How can you recognize that the given condition is direct proportion or not? So in this way you can recognize like that if two quantity have direct proportion, then if one quantity are increases, the other quantity are also increases. If second quantity are decreases, yeah, first quantity are decreases, the second quantity also decreases. Okay. If first quantity is increases, then second quantity is also increases. If first quantity are decreases, then second quantity is also decreases. So in this way we recognize the direct variation. If two quantity in direct variation, if first quantity is increased, the second quantity is also increased, and if first quantity is decreased, the second quantity is also decreased. Okay. So let's see how to solve this question number 6. So let's see. Question number 6. So let the length of model ship, let the length of model ship bx. Okay, model ship bx. So first you find a table like this: length of actual ship. Okay, length of actual ship in meter. Okay, and length of model ship. Length of model ship in centimeter. Clear? So here given in question that mast is 9 centimeter high, while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meter high. The actual ship is 12 meter high. So this is 9 centimeter. Okay. And question. And the next condition is that if the length of the ship is 28 meter high, and this is 28 meter high, then what is the length of model ship? So we will let here the length of model ship be x. Okay. So you can see here actual length of ship is 12 meter, then model ship is 9 centimeters. Okay, and here given actual length of ship is 28 meter. Then what is the length of model ship? So you can see here if the length of ship is increased, actual length of ship is increased, then length of model ship is also increased. Okay, if the length of actual ship is decreased, the length of model ship is also decreased. So you can see here one quantity increases and then other quantity also increases. If one quantity decreases, then other quantity also decreases. So you can say here the actual length of actual ship and the length of model ship are in direct proportion. Okay. So here you can see here length of mast of actual ship and length of mast of model ship are in direct proportion. Okay, so length of mast of actual ship and the length of mast of model ships are in direct proportion because you can see one quantity increases, then other quantity also increases. If one quantity are decreases, then other quantity also decreases. Okay, in this way, we recognize the direct proportion. The quantity are in direct proportion. If the first quantity increases, the second quantity also increases. If the first quantity are decreases, the second quantity is also decreases. Okay. So for this, both are in direct proportion. So we can write like this. So in direct proportion, ratio are constant. You can say ratio are equals. Okay. So 9 by 12 is equal to 28 by x. So you can write because this is direct proportion, so ratio are equal. So 9 by uh, 12 by 9, 12 by 9. This is equal to 28 by x. Or you can write it by cross multiplication. 12 into x is equal to 28 into 9. And clear? So you can erase this. Okay. Or you can write it like this. X is equal to 28 into 9 by 12. Okay. So you can cancel 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12, and 4 7 is 28. So you have done here 7 into 3. It means that x is equal to 21. And so what is x? X is the length of model ship. X is the length of mast of model ship. Okay. So hence you can say at last hence the length of model ship is the length of model ship is 21 centimeters. Okay, is 21 centimeter. Is 21 centimeter. Here, and the length of mothership is 21 centimeters. Okay, it means that the mast length of the mast of the mothership. Okay, so I hope all of you understood. Let's see next question of this exercise 13.1. Next question is question number 7. So let's see what have in question number 7. This is on your screen. You can see here. This is question number 7. Question 7 has suppose 2 kg of sugar contain 9 into 10 power 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in 5 kg sugar and in 1.2 kg sugar? Okay. So here this is given that the number of crystal in 2 kg sugar is 9 into 10 power 6. Okay. So we find how many crystals in 5 kg sugars and how many crystal in 1.2 kg sugars. So let's see how to solve such questions. Okay, because here ask number of crystal in 5 kg and number of crystal in 2 kg. Let number of sugar crystal crystal in 5 kg sugar in 5 kg sugar sugar bx and number of sugar crystal crystal in 1.2 kg sugar by. Okay, because in this question we find the number of crystal in 5 kg sugar and the number of crystal in 1.2 kg sugar. So we let here the number of sugar crystal in 5 kg sugar be x. Okay, x, this is okay, and number of sugar crystal in 1.2 kg sugar by. We let. Okay, now we make this table. Okay, we write first weight of sugar in kg. Weight of sugar in kg. Okay, next is that number of crystals, number of sugar crystals, number of crystals. Okay, so here given that 2 kg sugar, 2 kg sugar, how many crystals? 9 into 10 power 6. This is given 9 into 10 power 6 crystals in 2 kg sugar, and here given 5 kg sugar. For 5 kg sugar, how many crystal? So we let X crystals. In 1.2 kg sugar, how many crystals we let Y? In 1.2 kg, we let Y crystal. Okay. So here you can say if 2 kg crystals have 9 into 10 power 6, sorry, 2 in 2 kg sugars have 9 into 10 power 6 crystals, number of crystals. So if 5 kg crystal, 5 kg in sugar, so obviously the number of crystals are increases. Okay, in 1.2 kg crystals, the number of crystals is decreases. Okay, so you can see here one quantity increases, then other quantity also increases. One quantity are decreases, then other quantity also decreases. So you can say that the weight of sugar and number of crystals are in direct proportion. Okay, because you can see here one quantity increases, then another quantity also increases. Okay, so you can say that the weight of sugar and the number of crystals are in direct proportion. So we can write here weight of sugar, weight of sugar and number of crystals are in direct proportion. Proportion. Clear? This is clear. You can see here, and weight of sugar and the number of crystal are in direct proportion. So if both are direct proportion, their ratio are constant. It means that 2 by 9 into 10 power 16 is equal to 5 by x is equal to 1.5 by y. They are equal because this is a indirect proportion. In direct proportion, the ratio is constant. Okay, so we erase this. So first we solve number of crystal in 5 kg in sugar. This is the first part. Therefore you can write it because they are in that proportion. So you can write 2 by 9 into 10 power 6. This is equal to 5 by x. 5 by x. Clear? So by cross multiplication, you know cross multiplication. Cross multiplication will multiply 2 into x and 5 into 9 into 10 power 6. So we obtain here by cross multiplication 2 into x. This is equal to 5 into 9 into 10 power 6. Clear? Or you can write here f is equal to 9 to the 45 into 6 10 power and 6 by 2. Clear? Okay. Now you can find here x is equal to 22.5 into 10 power 6. Clear? Or you can write it x is equal to 2 point. We write it in standard form. So you can see here the decimal point is here. So we move decimal point in left of one digit. Okay, so we have done 2.25 into 10 power 7 because the decimal point move one place to left. So in left one place, we add plus 1 in the power of 10. Okay, so we obtain 2.25 into 10 power 7. So you can say the number of crystals in 5 kilo sugar. Hence, you can write here. Hence, the number of crystal in a 5 kg sugar is 2.25 into 10 power 7. Okay, 2.25 into 10 power 7. The number of sugar crystal in 5 kg sugar. How many number of sugar crystal in 5 kg sugars? So you can find it 2.25 into 10 power 7. So next is, and we find the number of sugar crystal in 1.2 kg sugar. So you can see here 1.2. So we let number of sugar crystal is y. Okay, and just we discuss about this. They are in direct proportion, because one quantity increases, the next quantity also increases. Okay, so you can write 2 by 9 into 10 power 6 is equal to 1.2 by y, and we solve this and we will find the number of sugar crystal in 1.2 kg sugar. So let's see. This is the first part. We find the number of sugar crystals in 5 kg sugar is 2.25 into 10 power 7. Okay. Now this is second part. We are going to find number of sugar crystals in 1.2 kg sugar. Okay, because they are in direct proportion. So you can write here 2 by 9 into 10 power 6. This is equal to 1.2 kg sugar. Number of crystal will let y. Okay. So okay. So by cross multiplication, this is 6. We obtain 2 into y is equal to 1.2 into 9 into 10 power 6. Hence you can write like this: y is equal to 1.2 into 9 into 10 to the power 6 divided by and 2. Okay, if you divide 1.2 by 2, then we obtain here 0.6. Okay, and now then if you multiply 0.6 into 9, we obtain 5.4 into 10 power 6. Clear? What is y? Y is the number of sugar crystal in 1.2 kg sugar. Okay, so you can write it. Hence, the number of sugar crystal in 1.2 kg sugar is 5.4 into 10 power 6. Okay, so here you write hence number of sugar crystal in 1.2 kg sugar. 1.2 kg sugar is 5.4 into 10 power 6. Okay. So in this way we find the number of sugar crystals in 1.2 kg sugar is 5.4 into 10 power 6, and also we find the number of sugar crystal in high kg sugar is 2.25 into 10 power 7. Okay, so in this way we complete the question number 7, and now we are going to discuss question number 8. What is the question number 8? You can see, and This is a question number 8. Rashmi has a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter representing 18 kilometers. She drives on a road for 72 kilometers. What would be her distance covered in the map? Okay, so here this is given 1 centimeter in map and the actual distance is 18 kilometers. So Rashmi drive 72 kilometers. So what is represent in map scale? How many centimeters? Okay, so we let the distance covered in map is x. Okay, but here you can see 1 centimeter distance in map. The actual distance is 18 kilometers. Okay, so actual distance is 72 kilometers. It means that our distance in map is more than 1 centimeter, because you can see here this condition is the direct proportion, because one quantity decreases then other quantity also decreases. Okay, one quantity increases then other quantity also increases. So let's see how to solve this problem. Question number 8. Here we let the distance cover, let distance cover in the map bx. Okay, so first we make a table like this. Okay, and we write here actual distance, actual distance in kilometer. Clear? And distance covered in map. And distance in map in centimeter. Okay, here given 18 kilometer distance, 1 centimeter. Given 72 kilometer distance, delay x centimeter. Clear? So here you can see 18 distance kilometer distance, then distance in map 1 centimeter, and here 72 kilometer distance in actual distance. So obviously you can see the distance in map is more than 1 centimeter. So from our discussion you can say here the actual distance and the distance covered in map are in the direct proportion. Okay, so you can write it here the actual distance, here actual distance and distance covered in the map are in direct proportional. Are in direct proportional. So we can say that 18 by 1, this is equal to 72 by x. Okay, or you can write by cross multiplication. You find that 18 into x is equal to 72 into 1, or you can write that x is equal to 72 by 18. This is equal to 4 centimeter. So we can say the distance covered in map is 4 centimeters when the actual distance is 72 kilometers. Okay. So I hope all of you understood this question number 8. Okay. Question number 8 is that the Rashmi have a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter represent 18 kilometer. 1 centimeter scale represent 18 kilometer. Okay. So 72 kilometer the represent how many distance in map. So we find here 4 centimeters. Okay. So we can say distance covered in map is 4 centimeter when you cover actual distance is 72 kilometers. Okay, let's see next question. What is the next question? Next question is question number 9. You can see this question number 9. This is in on your screen. So here this is given a 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole cast a shadow 3 meter 20 centimeter long. Okay, you can see here 5 meter 60 centimeter. It means that you can say that 5.60 meters the height of poles and height length of shadow is 3.20 meters. Okay, and here we find that the same time is same, the length of shadow cast by the another pole. Okay, height of pole is 10 meter 50 centimeter, you can write it 10.50 meters. Okay, and other next is the height of pole which cast shadow is 5 meter. Here length of shadow is given 5 meter and we find the height of pole. Okay, so you can see here this is a case of direct proportion, because if increase the length height of pole, the also increase the length of shadow. If decrease the length height of pole, the also decrease the length of shadow. So this is a case of direct proportions. Okay, so you can easily find this question by direct proportions. Okay, so here you can see these tables. The height of pole is 5.6 meter. Then the length of shadow is 3.0 meter. When the height of pole is 10.5 meters, what is the length of shadow? So you can just write because this is a case of direct proportions. If height of pole is increased, the length of shadow is also increased. If height of height of pole is decreased, the length of shadow is also decreased. So you can say this is a case of direct proportions. Here height of pole and the length of shadow are in direct proportion. So you can write it like this: 5.60 by 3.20 is equal to 10.50 by x. X is equal to, you can write 560 by 32. You remove here decimal. Okay, sorry, x is equal to, because multiply here x, we have done here x is equal to 10.50 into 32 by 56. Okay, you cancel out by 7. 7 4 ja 32 and 7, sorry, 8 4 ja 32 and 8 7 ja 56. Okay, so here we have done 4 and 7. And if you divide by 7, 7 on the 7, and 7 5 ja 35. So we obtained x is equal to 1.5 into 4. This is equal to 6.0 meters. What is x? X is the length of circle. Okay. When the length of height of pole is 10.50 meter, then the length of shadow is 6 meters. Okay. Similarly, you can solve this. Here given the height length of shadow is 5 meter. Then we find the height of pole is, okay. Here we let y. So we can write 5.6 by 3.2 is equal to y by 5, and we calculate this and we find the height of pole is 8 meters, 8 meters, 8.75 meter. The height of pole we obtained. Okay. So, student, I hope all of you understood this question. Question number 9. In this way, we completed this year's right 13.1. One question is homework for you. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.